You get way up under there, man. I need you to get a good look. What you see?
I'm finding out there's like these.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are finally back on the Dodge Ram 3500 that we bought for our pops, and we actually just received a phone call from the dealership that all the 2020 parts are here for the front end conversion. So we're gonna go ahead, fire up the Ford, and actually head that way. All right, so we may be a little tight on room here, boys.
We may have to open some boxes up.
You think we should open some boxes up and just stash them in the back or something?
Maybe some fenders, or you think we should hold off on the fenders, maybe do the rest of the parts, like the stuff that's really not damageable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, and do like another trip, maybe another day or something?
Yeah, probably come back another day to do all this stuff, but dude, I didn't believe that. I mean, I knew that we might have some boxes, but I didn't know they were this big. Like, these fender boxes are huge.
Yeah, so we're just gonna, I guess, stack them as much as we possibly
can.
Gonna
play some Tetris on the back, see if we can stack them, strap them, and see if we can get as much as possible back home. All right, so we got all the parts on the back of this truck. Now comes the difficult part, is driving this thing with everything on here, dude.
We've had some bad experiences in the past where we lost like a $400 fender from Chevrolet, I believe, but I think we could strap it down. I think we learned our lesson, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm about to throw about 6 of these suckers on here, and then
all of them. Hey, as many as we got, we're gonna throw them all. But we got them stacked in here real nice and tight, so they're nice and snug. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. But I was just looking over down yonder right there.
Where were you looking at?
Them Rams, dude. Look at them Rams. They look so sick, dude. But that's exactly what we got right here, pretty much, right?
A little bit better right here, the Ford. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, the Ford rips, dude. I have no problem with the Cummins.
I can't wait to get that Cummins going, dude. It's gonna be a nice test between which one can rip a little harder.
Dude, we may have to do a little tug of war challenge as well, dude. You know that.
This strap right here.
Pops versus the Sons, you know what I mean? The Sons of Guns. All right, so we just did 3 straps, right?
Yeah, 3 straps. Everything should be good, nice and tight. It ain't going nowhere, dude. I don't think. Hopefully not.
I'm pretty confident that it ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah, so let's go ahead, head back.
You want to head back to the house, or you want to take a look at one of those right quick, dude? Let's go look at them while we're here, dude. Get one last gander before.
I about forgot, dude. I about forgot. This is the 450 one because
4500.
They have the what's called the fender flares, which we're not going with because you know our axles is not that. I think the axles are wider, right?
Yeah, they should be slightly
just
wider.
Like the 450. You know what I mean?
This is like a chassis truck. You know what I mean?
Oh, dang, let's check it out, man.
Dang, you see how it's all straight? And that's pretty crazy, dude. This right here is made for some heavy loads, but dang, dude.
Put like a rollback bed on here or something like that.
I think you can. Let's look at the tailgate. Should we do the tailgate and the taillights? I definitely think we should do the taillights.
The taillights are sick, but not those. I think they have better looking ones. Like over there, you see that one silver truck over there?
Oh yeah, those are real nice. They have those probably have the sensors in them. Got a big old ram head right here.
Oh, that's
and
pretty
a camera,
sick, dude.
Bighorn. What else? I'm wondering if the bed is the same. It almost looks the same, but right there it kind of looks a little bit different. Possibly.
I think it's identical, dude. The only thing they changed is just the front end and probably just this tailgate and the taillights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But what about the rear bumper? Rear bumper is a little bit different. We don't care about that type of stuff.
Yeah, we may do the aftermarket rear bumper or aftermarket front bumper as well. You know, just all that good stuff.
Yeah, because we actually did not order a
front bumper
here
because it was pretty dang pricey.
You get way up under there, man. I need you to get a good look. What you see?
I'm finding out there's like these brackets that actually hold this. I think this is an intercooler right here. Yeah, this is the intercooler that sits sideways. So we may be getting, and it looks smaller than the ones that it's on our truck.
So are we gonna have to get this cooling system or what?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get this intercooler right here. And there's brackets that actually bolt down to the frame that hold it. We may have to order a few more things, like the bumper brackets. They all look really close. And that one, them one brackets actually the apron sit on. I think we can do it.
What about the frame rails? Are they both just go straight?
They just go straight. There's only like reinforcement towards a little bit towards the back. I can tell like they upgraded it a little bit, so we should be good there.
All right, so we are back home, and as you can tell, we already unloaded all the parts, and that's because we did pick this stuff up over the weekend, so it is a couple days later, and we also got the truck pulled in as well, so we're gonna get right into it. But the first thing that we wanna do is start unpackaging this stuff just to see what we're working with, and then we'll go from there. Somebody look at this. Somebody come look at this. That's my mom, she's gonna take it. She's gonna risk it. Nah, she ain't afraid of nothing, but we let her drive the truck, she can go pick up pops right now. But we're gonna get back to work on the Dodge here. See if she can make this turn right here. It's a wide turn. I told her to take it wide. She's never drove a dually truck, but I just like, I think you got it. Yep. So we finally got a few packages unpackaged here, but we're gonna start with the most important piece so far, and that is this fender. This is a 2019 or a 2020 fender, and we're gonna try to match it up to a 2012 door. So hopefully it all lines up perfectly. We don't have to do any fabrication or modding to this fender, because we already got plenty of mods on our hands.
Oh yeah, dude, and if our calculations are correct, should fit right up because they really didn't change anything else.
Exactly, yeah. Everything should line up. That little body gap right there, and also, what would you call that little...
I don't know what
right
this
there
would be called, but dude, I'm glad they put this on the 2020 fender because look at that. That's a perfect match, dude.
It matches up perfectly. Of course, it's not bolted on there, but as you can tell, there will be a little bit of body gap alignments, but I think it's perfect, dude. Look at that.
That fender is perfect, so that's a good plus right there. Now, all we have to worry about is basically a little bit of modifications on the front end, dude.
Exactly, but yeah, let's keep on moving and open up a few more packages.
All right, so also we want to go ahead and actually crank open the other fender because so far there's no damages, and I just want to check it out real quick to see if we have to order another one or not because, you know, this sucker may look perfect condition, but we've seen plenty of times where the fender would just be completely crushed. So let's go ahead and check this sucker out. Pretty good to me, dude. Check that out.
Yes, sir, dude. We have yet to have a damaged part from Mopar.
Yeah, that's
exactly,
Mopar.
Dude.
Hopefully the hood's not damaged because that's the most important piece right there.
That hood is gonna look so sick on this truck, man.
Oh, yeah, we gotta open it up. All right, guys. So a little bit better angle for you guys is just a better lighting, and we don't have no apron, so I can adjust it a lot easier. But check that out, dude. It's like it was made for this truck. Lines up perfectly. But anyways, let's go ahead and crack some more packages open.
All right, so check that out. We just unpackaged our grill here, and as you can tell, we don't have any chrome, and that is because we're going with the black edition. The black edition is actually the highest model and also the best looking model, and it may be a little bit more expensive, mainly due to the headlights that are blacked out that are like 1,200 bucks a piece. We haven't ordered those yet, but I think we might just have to send it. And also we have our paintable trim pieces that surround the grill, right?
Yeah, everything is gonna be color matched and black on the front. Dude, it's just gonna look sick.
It's gonna look absolutely killer. Moving on to our radiator over here. We already put it up to it just to kind of see if all the hoses line up. And I think we are spot on. As you can tell here, that bottom hose just goes directly into there. And also this top one just goes up here. This is the 6.7, which they kept the engine the same through the 2020, right?
Yeah, the radiator is basically the same other than a few tabs that actually mount to the new radiator support, which we have right up under there.
Yes, sir, we sure do. That radiator support. Let me place this down and not trip over any of these parts, but we got a lot of parts here. Check this out. I don't know if this is the right way like this, but this is gonna play a major role in actually lining up the apron, so.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to screw down before we weld anything up, you know, because that's like very important right there.
I don't know if I got it backwards or upside down, one of the two, but that's pretty much it. We got a bunch of other little random parts right there that we'll go through, but before we get to those little parts, let's unpackage that hood, dude. It's gonna look sick. So check this out, guys. We finally got our aluminum hood unpackaged here with no damages along with the rest of the parts, so we are super happy about that. And also the major differences that I noticed is, first off, it is aluminum, so it's super light. The old hood was steel, it was super heavy. It took both of us just to handle it. I'm sure with this one, I guess one person would probably handle it no problem. And also there's this big old badge on the side that looks really awesome. And they got rid of the gills like on the old hood, which were not that bad looking, but I guess we'll just go with a nice, flat, clean version here. But we're actually gonna set this aside. We got a few more little packages to open up, and then we're gonna start actually mocking a few things up. Alright, so that is it for the rest of the miscellaneous parts. Now we're gonna move on to the truck itself, get all this stuff out of the way, that way we can mock up this apron. Once that apron is on, then we're gonna throw on that radiator support and just see how well everything lines up. As for this bracket right here that the apron sits on, we're not gonna worry about welding it in because we totally forgot to order this bushing. But as you can tell on this side, it does sit at the proper height, so we're not too worried about that just yet. So let's just go ahead and start removing a few things and start mocking a few things up. Dang, son, you gonna know how all that goes back?
No.
No, it shouldn't be too difficult, but we did have to go ahead and take apart this apron as well. That way we just get everything out of the way. That way nothing's touching the aprons. When
we don't want the aprons to be moving back and forth with them battery trays with the battery super heavy, but now we can freely just move everything around. So right now I'm just gonna push all these wires to the side and then we're gonna bring in our aprons.
Dang.
It's not one of those.
It's not one of those, man. We need to maybe get him the better tailgate, right? Like we were mentioned before.
At least get the one that opens slowly, man. That's the old antique one that just slams down.
That's dangerous right there, dude. That could break a finger or two right there.
But broke my shin bone.
Let's go ahead. What are we grabbing right now? The old radiator support to grab all the bolts?
Yeah, we need all the bolts off it. Oh, right here. It's 3 bolts. We just need to grab all them bolts and throw them on the new one. All right, guys, so the radiator support is on along with the fenders and stuff. We just wanted to go ahead and actually mock everything up and do that. It's actually coming together.
It's coming together perfectly so far. Everything lines up great. Let's go over here on this side first off. You know, the apron's on here temporarily, but look at that fender, dude. Amazing. Not all the bolts are in, right?
Yeah, there's one bolt right here that plays a major role in aligning everything, but if you put that bolt in, dude, look at that right there, and then the gap is actually pretty good. I mean, obviously it's gonna need more, but dude, it is coming together.
So what's next as of right now?
As of right now, I actually want to grab the hood hinges. May have to remove the fenders again and throw on the hood hinges and actually throw the hood on, because that's going to let us know how far we need to move it in and out, you know, all that good stuff. And hopefully if we can get this body line perfect, dude, we're probably gonna go ahead and weld this sucker in.
Exactly, and then we could even throw on the grill and all that good stuff, because the grill, I believe, just snaps onto that radiator support.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Wait, we can't forget these brackets though, so we can't really like jump on this right away and start welding stuff, because we're probably gonna have to remove all this stuff for them brackets to actually go on. But for right now, the biggest thing is align everything. This is basically framework, but without the frame machine, because you know our frame rails are actually sitting straight. So
exactly.
Right now, let's go ahead and actually pop these fenders back off, throw on our hood hinges, and then throw on our hood.
Oh my
This
goodness,
one right
look
here
at
is
that.
super light. See if I can put it on myself.
Now I'm gonna help you out. I don't want you to damage any corners. I got this side right here.
Got
you?
it.
Oh, that was a close one, dude.
That's super light.
Super light.
Go ahead and put your holes in.
Super hard to repair if it comes down to it. But dude, we already got the hood hinges on. We're about to see how it shuts and see how all the gaps are.
Yeah,
dude.
we're definitely gonna start aligning a few things, see if we can get close.
Dude, that can almost lift me up. I think those shocks are definitely made for a super heavy steel hood, but those will probably work. Let's see how well it lines up on this side. Is it a little close right there? Oh, dang, yeah, definitely. That fender probably has to go out, right?
Yeah, the fender goes out, or this hood needs to go over a little bit. Let's see. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the hood definitely needs to go over,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's almost perfect,
A
dude.
little bit more adjusting, and I think we'll be good on all this lining up. And then what else comes after that?
What else is, once we get this all lined up, we can start like doing the front grill and stuff like
Dude,
that.
it's gonna be sick. Let's keep moving.
Guys, so I just noticed that we actually have two of these passenger side pieces, which kind of sucks, but no big deal, it happens. We're just gonna go ahead and actually take care of that right now and order another one. But as for the rest of the truck, everything is actually coming together. We slapped some of these plastic trim pieces on here just to see how well the hood fits, and that's basically exactly how it is at the factory, or I mean at the dealership, right there.
dude.
They have that gap right there, so we're just lining everything up basically. And it's coming together
Dude,
good,
it's starting to look so sick. It's looking just like we imagined, you know what I mean? It's looking like a 2020, you know?
Looking like a 2020 conversion right here, but there is a ton of parts that we are still missing. As you can tell, we got our list here that we're writing down, like a bunch of brackets behind the grill. I think there's a bracket that goes right here underneath the headlight, and then we're probably gonna have to go ahead and order headlights. We may not go with the black edition because they're just too expensive for us.
$1,200 bucks. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe we'll just go with like some nice
I mean,
LEDs.
we can go with the exact same headlights, but they're not going to be black. They're just going to be the chrome with the like silver or whatever in there.
It still looks sick.
Yeah, it still looks really good because they have like that LED strips along the sides, which looks really good on the new trucks. So we got a list we need to order, but for right now, dude, what else should we do?
Let's go ahead and start test fitting the cooling system. We got a radiator there. We also got a condenser. We don't have the intercooler, which we're gonna have to order that.
Yeah, because we just noticed that the intercooler actually sits like right here. So we're probably just gonna have to order that sucker, and we may have to order new intercooler lines because I doubt the ones that we have actually go down to where we need it to go, you know what I mean? But for right now, let's go ahead and actually throw the condenser onto that radiator and then slap that radiator into the truck.
All right, so we just threw in our radiator and condenser, and it fit in there nice and snug, just like it should. And we're looking at our old radiator here, and as you can tell, it is a lot larger, and we're measuring it, and it's exactly 100 square inches larger. And the reason why this one is smaller is because they did widen the front end. As you can tell, the aprons here just go straight. The old one's kind of curved inwards. And also they introduced this large grill right here that produces a lot more airflow. So I think we're gonna be good on the coolant temperatures, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. As you can tell, this grill's way larger, and the fins on this grill just like shove air right into that radiator, so we should be good there.
Yeah, and as you can tell, this is our old unit right here as well. This is a condenser and a transmission cooler built into one. All these coolers over here are separate, which that means we're gonna have to actually buy a separate transmission cooler as well. And also we'll have to buy a new one of these. This is our power steering cooler, and this one is damaged, and I think it'll be a little bit different. And also we do gotta buy all the lines as well, right?
Yeah, we do have to make sure we get all the lines because I'm sure they all route in different directions now due to the wider front end and stuff like that.
I noticed that with the condenser, the condenser lines that we have here will not go into this condenser, so we're definitely gonna have to buy those lines. Well, what's the next thing? Oh, look at our list, dude. Our list
it's
is
getting
growing.
bigger, dude.
We thought we were done, but look at that. I'm even running out of room right here. We got all sorts of little things that we need to order, but I mean, it's coming together and we're learning a lot in the process. The next thing that we're gonna try to mount is probably our trays right here, right? The battery trays?
Yeah, we gotta see if they work. I mean, if we can modify them, no problem. Or if we can get some new ones, but I just don't know yet because I don't know how all this stuff is gonna bolt onto it, because that ABS system actually bolts on
to that tray.
The tray. So if the new one does the same thing, we'll just get some new ones.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna give it a shot, try to mount this stuff in here, and then we'll just go from there. Alright guys, so we finally installed this battery tray and it actually fit up pretty dang good. We did have to cut a lot, but dude, check that out. It looks like it should be there, but you know, one hole lined up here, the other one didn't, so we may have to like drill another hole and put a bolt there, but dude, that looks factory right there.
Yes sir.
It actually moved everything this way. You see how it cleared up a bunch of room right here? So that is pretty cool right there. And right now we're actually gonna jump on that side. That battery tray should be a lot easier because there's no like fuse box and ABS system on it. So let's go ahead and do that side and that should be it. Alright, so we just shut the hood down just to see how well everything lines up after we move those aprons around a little bit because they're still loose and they still look perfect. But look at this engine bay, guys. Check that out right there,
Dang, dude.
We got both battery trays in, the air box, the fuse box. It looks almost OEM. It looks like it should be there, but a few things may change along the way because we're still learning while we're doing this conversion. And also, if you guys notice anything, be sure to drop that in the comment section down below and we'll definitely take your suggestions. But as of right now, we can fire this thing up and drive it on out of here and probably catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. All right, so it is the next day here and we're just gonna wrap it up. We did get a lot of work done and we're just happy with the results so far. We're getting more parts in, so stay tuned. This thing is gonna be epic when we're done with it. So make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you wanna help support your boys, definitely be sure to check out goonzquad.com. We just restocked these Goon Squad Dang Son shirts. There's very limited amount of these and they sell out quick, so be sure to copy one. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you next time. Peace.